Do you find yourself always attracting the same types of people into your inner circle? Like every time you make a new friend, or you start to really feel a connection with a potential partner, and come to find out they're always the same zodiac sign. It's weird how that works out, right? But believe it or not, it's no coincidence that you're like a magnet for certain types of people. In fact, it's written in the stars. From karmic friendships to turbulent lovers, let's talk about why you keep attracting the same zodiac signs in your life. Number 1, they're providing you with something that you lack. Maybe running into Aries and Leos mean that you need more confidence in yourself and your work. Whether we know it already or not, there are so many things that we can learn from each zodiac sign. Since we all have our strengths and our weaknesses, it's important to help others and let others help us when it's needed. Each zodiac sign can enlighten you in its own unique way. It's just up to you to listen to them and figure out what they're trying to teach you. Number 2, they're teaching you a lesson. Maybe meeting Virgos means that you need to take care of yourself more. For example, maybe you're a headstrong Taurus, a fixed sign that has no problem standing its ground. There's nothing wrong with that, but it's also important for you to remember to give a little, which an empathetic Pisces will teach you. It's important to live a life where everything is a new learning opportunity, because it means that you're always open to growing and being a better you. And number 3, you have qualities that sign needs to learn. In the same way, you can use these divine meetings to help other people too. Use your zodiac sign's strengths for good, and always show your best self to others. There may be a chance that they'll ask you for your help one day. But let's dive a little deeper into why each zodiac sign is so drawn to you. When we go through each zodiac sign in this video, pay attention to the specific placement that sign occupies. For example, consistently meeting the same moon signs might reflect an emotional lesson for you, whereas attracting the same sun signs or elements might represent something that you lack in your own birth chart. So when we talk about each sign, remember that it may apply to the people you attract with this sun sign in their chart, or they may have this moon sign in common. Why you keep attracting Aries. Does it feel like you're just floundering at work? There's a difference between getting by and succeeding right now, and you're probably barely just getting by. You have a lot of opportunities to succeed and show everyone why you're a force to be reckoned with. If you keep meeting people with Aries in their chart, there's a good chance that you're not fighting for yourself as often as you should be. But life gets in the way sometimes, and it's not always so easy to act on your promises. Follow Aries' cutthroat determination to really learn what it means to fight for yourself. Whether that means fighting for your place in a busy workplace or just proving to yourself that you deserve to be here, don't let the what-ifs determine how and when you succeed. Why you keep attracting Taurus. Taurus is the kind of zodiac sign that makes relaxation look like a work of art. If only we could all tell ourselves that we're going to chill out for an hour or two and actually mean it, and not spend that time stalking other people's lives on social media. If you keep running into a Taurus, you're probably in desperate need of taking time for yourself. If that means blocking your calendar for an afternoon or setting a reminder on your phone, make it happen. Relaxation is an underrated activity. We live in a world where everyone is always on the go, and yet somehow, Taurus is able to push pause on this chaos and really enjoy some downtime. Scheduling some much-needed me time every week will not only help you slow down for a bit, but it will also do wonders for your concentration and productivity in the long run. Why you keep attracting Gemini. There are a lot of ways to feel stuck. You can feel stuck physically, but you can also feel stuck emotionally or mentally. When you allow yourself to get into the same routines every single day, it can start to feel like you're not actually going anywhere. You may not realize this right away until you find yourself constantly interacting with the Gemini. If you do realize that there's been more Geminis around than usual, it could be because that stuck feeling is taking over your life. The best thing that you can learn from a Gemini is how to get out of your comfort zone. This doesn't necessarily mean doing something crazy or scary, but it can mean that you have to have that promotion conversation with your boss. Or you need to finally get out of that relationship that you know is bad for you and learn how to live on your own. If anyone can show you just how worth it is to get away from the norm of everyday life, it's a Gemini. Why you keep attracting Cancer. Cancer is the zodiac sign of home, of finding that special and important person or place that you know that you can always come back to when life gets to be a little too much to handle. If you keep meeting Cancers, you could be to make more of an effort to spend time with your family or friends, to get back to that home feeling that you've been missing. We all have busy lives, and family doesn't always expect you to be there whenever they call. But when we get too caught up in our jobs and our social life, we often forget how nice it is to be able to come home. Home is wherever and in whoever you find joy. Just because Cancer is your reminder that you need to spend more time with family doesn't mean that you have to travel thousands of miles to do so. Maybe you just need to video chat with your siblings, make one of your parents a home-cooked recipe for dinner, or just have a heart-to-heart with someone who feels like family to you. Why you keep attracting Leo. How easy is it to get comfortable in the routine of life, love, and work? Honestly, you have Netflix binge nights on Fridays with your boo, you clock in and out without anything spectacular going on at work, you and your best friend have come to the conclusion that texting each other during the Bachelorette counts as hanging out. Really, what would Leo say? Probably something along the lines of, get your butt up and work. If you're constantly face-to-face with a Leo, it means that you need to hustle harder. Take on that massive project at work. Book a getaway weekend for you and your boo, and tell your friend to stop encouraging your lazy behavior and lay off the wine already. Leo is a fierce zodiac sign and is a great role model if you need motivation to push yourself harder. You may be exhausted at the end of every day, but you'll be satisfied. Why you keep attracting Virgo. One of the easiest mistakes we make in life that everyone is guilty of is putting people's needs before our own, and then completely forgetting that we have our own needs until it's too late. It's almost second nature to forget that we have limits, and there's nothing wrong with putting yourself first. If anyone is the best advocate for self-care, it's a Virgo. If you keep seeing Virgo everywhere, you could be in desperate need of some self-care yourself. Take Virgo's lead and treat yourself to that iced coffee if it'll make you smile more during the day. Turn your phone off for an hour and pamper yourself with that clay mask after work. And there's nothing wrong with telling your boss that you just have way too much on your plate right now to take on another project. We so often forget to take care of ourselves that Virgo can be that much-needed reminder for you. Why you keep attracting Libras. Libra is one of those zodiac signs that everyone needs in their life. There is something about the air that surrounds this zodiac sign that is just filled with beauty and a sense of calm. If you're running into Libra time and time again, you probably need some of this calmness in your own life. The best thing you can learn from a Libra is how to be a little nicer. This world doesn't always have the niceness it needs, but Libra still always seems to make an effort to ensure that smiles and friendliness are contagious. No one is saying that you're mean or rude, but maybe you need to help those in need a little more often, or even be nicer to yourself. Libra will tell you that there's nothing wrong with sharing a smile. Why you keep attracting Scorpios. If you keep meeting Scorpio, then you're probably in for a big wake-up call. Meeting a Scorpio means that you need to stop giving up so easily. Chances are you already know that one intense Scorpio who can both inspire you and scare you with the amount of motivation and hard work that goes into everything they do. Take a page out of Scorpio's book and push your limits. The only time that you should be saying no is when you're faced with the opportunity to give up. Whether that's giving up on yourself, your work, your relationships, don't give yourself the option to back out of anything. It's a lot of hard work and it might feel pointless sometimes, but just remember that if Scorpio keeps coming around, it's for a good reason. Why you keep attracting Sagittarius. Running into Sagittarius over and over again means it's time to lighten up a bit. Life can be so serious and stressful all the time that the moment you have the opportunity to do something fun and carefree, it can feel really weird. Meeting a Sagittarius means that you need to start doing something that makes you happy more often. Sagittarius is a great role model for the don't worry, be happy type of lifestyle because this zodiac sign is constantly looking for new adventures. You don't always have to take a trip or spend money to be happy, as long as you're doing something that you enjoy. If you like getting exercise or baking with your best friend, then just do it. If it puts a smile on your face, then Sagittarius will approve. Life is way too short to not take the time to smile and have fun, so the moment that you start realizing Sagittarius keeps coming into your life, it's time to leave your stress behind. Why you keep attracting Capricorn. We can all learn a lot from Capricorn, one of the most inspiring and hardworking zodiac signs in astrology. But if you keep running into a Capricorn, there's probably one thing in particular that you can take away from your constant meetings. Most specifically, it's how to be more productive. Capricorn is constantly busy, always adding things to their schedule. But this zodiac sign never seems to break a sweat, no matter how much they've got on their plate. Maybe it's magic, or maybe Capricorn is just very focused and being productive certainly helps. You already know that objects in motion stay in motion, and objects at rest stay at rest, right? So by that logic, Capricorn is constantly staying productive and motivated, no matter what, because they're always on a journey to success. Take some notes from Capricorn, because there's a good chance that you've been slipping on your own responsibilities and finding it hard to concentrate on what's more important. Why you keep attracting Aquarius. Aquarius is one of those zodiac signs who prefer to look at the future rather than worry about the past. The hard thing about that, though, is that the future is unpredictable. So how can someone prepare for the future when things are bound to go awry? Well, for Aquarius, being in control helps. Knowing that if they want something done right, they have to do it themselves is a driving factor in making sure that the future is full of possibilities. If you keep meeting an Aquarius, you could be experiencing feelings of being out of control, or you feel like you let others dictate your life. Follow Aquarius's lead and rebel against those who want to try to control you. Aquarius doesn't play by anyone else's rules but their own, and that mindset seems to help them stay focused on what matters most in life. Feelings of chaos, helplessness, and just feeling lost are all reasons why Aquarius could keep coming into your life. Why you keep attracting Pisces into your life. We spend a lot of our time in life pulling ourselves back to reality because that's what society tells us we're supposed to do. Daydreaming, drifting off, or having an active imagination are often viewed as being childish or a waste of time because getting caught up in your thoughts doesn't help anyone out in the real world. But if you keep attracting Pisces into your life, you probably need a reminder that this isn't always true. There's a lot to learn from people with Pisces in their birth chart, especially when it comes to letting yourself dream and get lost in your thoughts and emotions. Pisces people in your life are good reminders that life is meant to be filled with big dreams and ambitions. Follow their lead and let your imagination run wild. Giving yourself countless opportunities to turn your dreams into reality is what life is all about. In astrology, everything means something. Each zodiac sign has his or her own purpose in this world, and it's important to know that we need each zodiac sign in our lives in some way, shape, or form. Did this video help you figure out why you keep attracting the same types of people into your life? Let us know in the comments below. And be sure to subscribe to YourTango for more insightful advice on you and your friends' zodiac signs.